Okay, so this video is going to focus on the differences in ways you could create different types of assignments. Okay, so we're in classwork in your Google Classroom. You click on Create. This is for your regular traditional assignment where you could add different handouts and Google Docs and Google Slides, whatever the assignment calls for. Now, what I want to focus on is materials. Okay. Now, this is another way just to give certain reading materials or video materials to your students. This is not optimal for um, assignments where you're going to require student feedback. Okay. So you would put the title, the description, because when you go into your Google Drive, right, and let's say you go to an assignment that you want to post, click Add. It doesn't give you an option to create a copy for each student, nor does it give you an option to edit, allow people to edit, or allow them to view only. It's simply just the doc that you created in your Google account. So that is not optimal for using. So materials is simply what it is, only materials for reading or viewing. Okay, and then always with adding a topic to it. Which classes, which students, right? You could always select which students receive certain assignments that you are posting. All right, now that's for materials. Now, questions. So the only downfall for this is that you can only post one question at a time. So this is more of like a do now thing or wrapping up kind of thing for a lesson. So you would type the question here, right? What is the difference between solid and liquid? All right. Now, you will most likely for that kind of question, you would want to do short answer, but you do have options for multiple choice questions. You would simply give the students the instruction. So read the question above and add your responses in the space provided below. Okay, because when you post this, the space that they are going to receive for the short answers will be below the title and description. Okay, so they don't, I mean, if you want, you could always add whatever lesson this is tied to just to give them a quick reading. But for the most part, you would just leave it as that. Now you could grade it or ungrade it depending on your preference. And you could set a due date. So if you're posting it like that day or the night before, you want it done by a specific time and date, you could set it so that the question only remains open for that period of time. And what you do is you click ask, or you could schedule it, right? You could schedule it to pop up. Let's say you want to do it on a Friday. And then the due date is before that. So then, yeah. So due date, yes, the 2nd. On a specific time, right? It's ungraded, or if you want, so you give them until midnight on April 2nd, you want to schedule it. It could be for, you could post it April 2nd at 8 a.m. So in the morning, it will post. All right, so right now that's just scheduled. When it hits that date, that time, it will post. Okay. And quiz assignment, this is great. However, the only thing that is problematic with this is students who are using cell phones would not be able to access this link unless they're using an iPhone or Samsung. Those are the only two types of phones that I have discovered that actually work with this, because I have a separate video that shows when students on Androids open this link, it does not bring them, basically it doesn't allow them access to open in this kind of an app for Google Forms, because technically one doesn't exist. All right, so here is the description. You would put your title of the quiz here, all right? History quiz, right? And then here, read the questions and choose the best answer. Okay, so title question again. What is well, it could be anything that's related to your topic. I couldn't think of one in shorthand, but you could have it as a short answer, or you could have it as a drop down, right? They will have selections to choose from. They would choose the best answer. You could do a file upload if you do have a previously created quiz. They could do paragraphs for ELA, multiple choice. So these are all, you know, great things that you could do, and then you could insert your answer key. All right, so the answers for each one. Okay, now within that one, so when you finish your questions and your multiple choice or whatever it is, and you post it to the classroom, here you come back to editing the assignment, and the responses will be here. And you will see each individual question. What I would do also, and this is very important, while you're creating this quiz, it is very important that you collect email addresses, right? Like a response receipt, or at least email addresses, so you know when you're going through the responses, it will show you to navigate between individual students, so that you know who answered what question, and you would be able to use it as a grade. Okay, I will have a separate video to show you all the functions of quiz. I just ultimately want you to see the different features you could use for creating an assignment for students. Okay, and I have a separate video for repost, and topics is just to navigate this side. Okay, I hope you enjoyed.